The ink of ironwood in a small town just outside Ironwood, Mississippi. The summer of 2023 burned hotter than most. The cicadas screamed like ghosts over fields that had seen too much history, too many crops picked by hands that never got paid enough, and too many stories swept under rugs older than the houses they sat in on the corner of Maple and 3RD. There stood a little general store. It didn't have a name anymore, just a faded sign and a rusted bell that rang whenever someone came in. It was owned by an elderly black man named Mr. Ezekiel Boone, who had been part of that town since before some streets even had names. Ezekiel was in his 80s, tall despite his age, his back as straight as a rifle barrel. He moved slowly, with purpose. Every morning he opened his store at 7 a.m. sharp, rain or shine. People said he was a relic, a leftover from another time. But no one really knew Ezekiel one humid Friday afternoon. 3 young white men wearing Confederate flag patches on their jackets came in, laughing loud and smelling like cheap beer and worse, decisions they weren't from town. Folks said they came down from somewhere near Jackson, part of a fringe group called the Iron Order Sons, a loose-knit, wannabe militia that loved posting blurry propaganda videos online and harassing non-white people wherever they could. The tallest one called Reed sneered as he leaned against the counter. "What's an old monkey like you still doing here?" he asked. "Didn't they bury all Earl back in the 60s? The other two laughed. Mr. Boone didn't flinch. He simply adjusted his glasses and looked up at them. His voice was calm, gravelly. "This store's been in my family since your granddaddy was picking fights." He couldn't finish. Reed's smirk faded slightly. He stepped closer, pounding the counter. "You talk tough for someone that fragile. Bet you break like chalk." One of the boys pulled out his phone, ready to record a scene. "Come on, let's make a TikTok. Old man gets what's coming." But that's when Mr. Boone did something none of them expected. He slowly rolled up the sleeve of his shirt there on his forearm. In black ink, faded slightly with time, was a tattoo number 5 digits. The kind of number not used in banks or prisons. The room went quiet. Too quiet. Ezekiel met Reed's eyes, his own cold and filled with something ancient. "They gave me this in 1945, before I had a name. When I was just a number in a camp outside Dachau. They called us liberators." "You know what that means, boy?" "It means I was part of the 761 S Tank Battalion, all-black unit. Fought through France, Belgium, straight into Nazi Germany. I've seen evil before. Seen men like you with different flags. Different hate. Same emptiness." The 3 boys looked at each other, suddenly unsure. We didn't mean nothing, old man," one of them mumbled.